my friends, Deska and Rebecca will explain you about translation equivalent based on the theory of Newmark. Translation equivalent, what is it? Translation equivalent, an expression which has the same meaning as or can be used in a similar context to one from another language. Example, we say in English, I don't understand, while in Italian we say it with non capisco, or in Japanese, wakarimasen. That was the example of how language can different in every country, of course, but has the same meaning. Next, based on Newmark on 1988, translation procedures can be divided into three. First, cultural equivalent, functional equivalent, and descriptive equivalent. What is that? Me will explain the first one is about cultural equivalent. Cultural equivalent is one of the strategies to achieve equivalent effect. Is translation by cultural substitution. Cultural substitution. It involves replacing a cultural specific item or expressions with a target language item. For example, in other country, maybe in America, they call a baby shower or reveal gender like that. But in Indonesia, we have a same culture, and it was called like 7 bulanan. That's it. It's the example of cultural equivalent. We substitute the language by our own culture like that. So I think you have understand about cultural equivalent, and then my friend Deska will explain to you what is functional equivalent.
Hello guys, I'm Deska Tosoid, so I will explain about functional equivalent. So, functional equivalent is require the use of a cultural neutral. And in bahasa, functional equivalent adalah sebuah fungsi yang memerlukan penggunaan budaya yang netral. So, for example is contractor translated into Persian is mokhatekar. And in bahasa, sebagai contohnya adalah kontraktor diterjemahkan dalam bahasa Persian sebagai mokhatekar. So, in Newmark's theory of functional equivalent has a great influence on translation, including legal translation. The term functional equivalent highlights the impact the message has on the target language and the source language reader. So in this case, I put the diagram of illustrate to describe the theory of Newmark's theories. You can see in my video. So after you see the theory, after you see the diagram of illustration, I can explain it to you. So the first box represents the source, and with the symbol S, who sends the message with symbol M1, and which is received by an original receptor with symbol L1. The translator, who is both receptor and source first received with symbol M1, as if he were an R2, and then produced in a totally different historical culture, context a new message with symbol M2, which he wants to be understood by the final receptor with symbol R2. So the difference between the two language and the two cultural settings are represented by the different steps. And then the square represent the source language vectors and the circle represent the receptor language vector. So, in functional equivalent, there are three principles of functional equivalent. Number one, or principle one, functional equivalent is necessary if a clause, formal translation, is likely to result in misunderstanding of the designative meaning. Certain change must be introduced into the text of the translation. Next is principle 2. Functional equivalent is necessary if a clause, formal translation makes no sense. Certain changes may be introduced into the text. And the last principle number 3. That is, functional equivalence is necessary if a clause, formal translation is likely to result in serious misunderstanding of the associated meaning of the original text or in a significant loss in the proper appreciation. Okay guys, that's about three of principle the functional equivalent. So, in general, it is best to speak of functional equivalent in terms of a range of adequacy, since no translation is ever completely equivalent. And the last is, a number of different translations can in fact represent varying degrees or equivalent. Okay guys, that's all about my explanation. So we'll be continuing with my friend. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and this is the last of our topic. And I will explain you about the descriptive equivalent briefly. But before that, I want to ask you, do you know what is descriptive equivalent? If you don't know, still watching this video. So, in simply words, a descriptive equivalent consists in translating a search language or text word using a description of the concept it refers to in a target language. In translation, a descriptive equivalent has to be weighed against function. Alright, I will give you some example. First, pattern. What is pattern? Guys, if you want to describe something, you can start with what kind it is, what colors, or how the texture, or where it comes from, like this. Panettone is traditional cookies from Italy that you can eat in every New Year party. Okay. The second is latte. What is latte? If you ask this to Indonesian people, of course they know. But how you describe it to American people or to Italian people? How? As I said before, you can describe it with what kind it is, or what colors, how the texture, where it comes from. So, latte is a traditional food from Java. Where's Java? Java is one of the island in Indonesia, and that's made by peanut sauce and boiled vegetables. Okay? You can describe all of the things as something else with your own word, with what that you know about it. Okay guys? I hope you all understand, and that's all for me. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching our video. Bye bye.